team travel, it's really a 6-month project for me. Generally, as soon as our schedule is announced, I start calling hotels, making sure they have availability. In general, what we're looking for is 100 sleeping rooms, and then they need meeting space big enough for our team banquet meal for meals, the offensive room, which is theater for about 100 people, the defensive room, which is theater style for 50, and then we also have a training room on site for ice bags, treatment, rehab, whatever we need while we're at the hotel.
About 2 weeks out, we have a tentative rooming list that's always due to the hotel. So we'll get the tentative rooming list, then a week prior to, we send all the rest of the stuff. Within that 2 weeks somewhere, they'll send me the official or the original BEOs and I'll make any corrections. Robert is integral only because he gets to be the advanced guy. He goes ahead of the schedule, so he has all of our hotel specs.
If we're planning on a Saturday, I leave Thursday morning. I go meet with the hotel at that time and go through the arrangements of how the meeting rooms are going to be set and the meal rooms and the key packets and things of that nature. And then on Friday morning, my student takes off to the stadium, waits for the truck, and he sets up the whole locker room by himself because he knows exactly where it's going. And in the process, when he's doing that, I'm meeting with the hotel again at this time, making sure that every meeting room is set exactly the way Coach and Marty wants it.
As far as travel preparation with our company, Old Dominion, Robert deals with their owner directly, and he, along with Marty, they kind of set the schedule on when our truck is going to leave, and I coordinate with all the support departments. As soon as I find out the logistics behind, what time we want the truck to arrive at a certain away game location, I let the sports video department and the athletic training department know, and sometimes even our marketing and services department, because sometimes they throw things on the back of the truck. I let them know what time, the truck will be packed.
Yeah, we even put a lot of detail into the buses. For an away game, we have 3 buses and everyone is assigned to a certain bus. Usually it's offensive players and coaches on the first bus, defensive players and coaches on the second bus, and then the rest of the support staff and administration and any guests that are on the trip with us are on the 3rd bus. When we have an away game that we have to use a plane for, the plane will generally have 150 seats. We'll fill about 140 of those, and we try to strategically place the empty seats in between the larger players or the players that play the most during the game so they have the most room to stretch out. We'll usually take about 70 players with us to the game. The rest of the plane will be made up with the coaching staff, trainers, managers, video. The radio crew travels with us. And you also have the administration for athletics and for the school. President Hitt, Todd Stansbury travel with us to every game.
For travel, I am responsible for all of the manifest seating, so putting everybody in seats, getting everybody through security, turning in all of our demographic information. Security, it's a little different. We're kind of spoiled. They do set aside 2 gates just for our team to go through. They also allow me to name off and check the manifest while TSA makes sure that it's a valid ID. So we move very quickly. It only takes about 15 minutes to get the entire team and all guests through security and to our gate where we will then board.
Marty and Mary does a great job with the traveling situation, making sure that we're getting on the plane fast and making sure everyone have their ID out to board the plane fast and just getting us great seats on the plane, and they does a great job with that.
David Hansen helps us with the actual plane charter. He sends out bids to various companies. We have a good idea of what we want to use. 150-seat plane, I believe that's a 737. We're responsible for who goes in what seat on the plane. We also take care of all of the catering and all of the drinks that are on the plane with us.
That's another thing that we plan way in advance, and we use Skibos, who does our catered meal, and so we plan all that in ahead. Each seat comes with a boxed lunch, so to speak, along with Powerade, water, and then a snack bag for each player and guest as well. So they can also take that snack bag into the hotel or wherever they have, so they can constantly keep the nutrition going. They can constantly be keeping on their schedule of trying to eat every 3 hours to continue their regular routine as they prepare for game day.
We love the food that they give us on the planes. Tenders are crazy. Everybody asking for tenders, biscuits, Gatorades, pretzels. So the food is great.
We also have to keep up with the weight of everything. So if luggage starts weighing too much, JetBlue or whoever we're flying with will have an issue with us and we have to start counting every pound.
Our max payload for each flight is 30,000 pounds, and we are always within that range, so that's something else that I have to track. That's why I always have to get every single person's weight, every guest, every whatever, and then we also take the weights and dimensions of all the equipment that travels with us that's not allowed on the truck.